Okay, welcome to another episode of Thought Ops. I am one of your hosts. My name is Steel Biz. Who do we have up on the other side?
And of course, I'm your other host, EJ Bridge, your favorite host. The favorite of the show.
Okay,
I went back to that because I tried some new stuff. He didn't like it, so he just wanted to deal with the favorite.
Nobody really like that dude. But we have a guest today. Introduce yourself.
DDT, Derrick, Dowdell training. What's happening?
Yeah, what's up, man? How you feeling today?
Oh, cool.
Good.
Doing my 1-2. Everything good.
Good. So, my week was pretty good. Did a lot of stuff this week. I worked. We had like a discussion of some book that we just read. I already talked about the book last week, so I ain't gonna talk about the book this week. It's Secret Society. It's about black folks with money and doing their thing and living above the means of what is expected. And this book is with Molly. What's her name? Dang, I should have had the book.
You
with
can't
me.
remember the name.
Molly Moon.
Molly, be ready.
Yeah, Molly Moon. Molly
Yeah.
Moon, and her doing like the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and just her going from believing strongly in communism and get a piece of the pie in America because she was living in Russia and came back to America and saw that money got her feeling like, dang, this is a lot. And she was getting a lot of it, and then she started the National Urban League. It talks about Whitney Young and a lot of other, and Martin Luther King, a lot of other stairheads of the Negro movement back in the past. And had a actually here we had a discussion about the book, and that's about it. That's how my week good. And going to the gym too. Going to his gym. Extreme Compound, great place to be.
Yeah, excellent, man.
The best gym in Cleveland.
Yes, nice, peaceful.
Yeah,
everything.
It's that thing. It's that thing. It's where you want to be.
What about you, Ewa?
Well, my week working out, like you said. Tomorrow I will. Last year, I volunteered at this event, but I will be just probably going, just taking part. And probably by the time by the time you see this, it'll be over with. But Metro Health is having a men's health fair tomorrow.
11 to 4.
Yeah. Yep. Downtown Cleveland, Tri-C, and in the Cleveland Heights area. I'm gonna probably check it out. Going on there. Last year they had a whole bunch of amazing events. They was giving away gifts. They was doing free health screening. Us being men and all of us working out or whatever,
You gotta stay checked up.
It's important that we take care of ourselves and do everything. So, if you watch our previous shows, I've been involved in a couple car accidents. I got injured at work last year, so I have to make a trip to the state doctor on Monday to get my back checked out. So, I have like 5 bulging discs in my back. So, but that's about it.
And especially being black men in America, because you go to the doctor sometimes and they like you go with high blood pressure, they act like it's so normal, and they just tell you to leave. Right. So you have to really pay attention to how you. I don't know if it's that bad anymore, but because I haven't had that experience in a long time, but I know that a lot of times they just don't. Sometimes the doctors don't believe they feel like certain things because you're a minority. They feel like certain defects and certain things you have to deal with.
They quick to put you on some blood pressure.
They quick to put you on.
They quick because it's about to come back. They don't really care about curing the situation. They want you to come back for it.
And a lot of times too, not with the doctors and quick to put you on blood pressure medication, they have had like bad experiences where people don't really take care of themselves in the past. So they like, what, the easiest way to get this person to actually get some type of health is just put them on medication because they don't expect you to do what you're supposed to do. So it's like a double-edged sword, the doctors and the people. So it's kind of like you got to make sure you do what's best for yourself. Because sometimes these fruits and vegetables is the best things for it.
Yeah. It's always the best thing for it. Let's be clear.
And that's why we have to do our own research so we know what we're doing and what we're talking about and what's going on when we do go to those appointments. That way we could, advocate for ourselves and do the best that we can.
Okay, how was your week, D?
Oh, it was cool. Normal grind. Get up 3:45 in the morning. Be at the gym 4:45, 4:50. And start the day off grinding.
I see him grinding every day. When I'm in there,
it's definitely a hustle. It's definitely a hustle.
Because I gonna lie, I wake up
The
at
hustle
6.
is real.
I wake up at 6:30 to get there at. I wake up at 6 to get there at 6:30. I'll never get there. I'll never get.
I done did more.
Yeah, I'll never get there. But I ain't get. I don't get there
people
till like 7:45, 8 o'clock, and then I see him there, and I would go back, and he's still there.
Yeah, and I get there. Yeah, I get there 3:45, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's still there. He's still putting in work. Yeah,
and he's working out with his clients.
Yeah, it's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Yeah, it's a
but
hustle.
you gotta love what you do.
Yeah.
So it's not really work to me. It's it's a hustle. Let's be clear, because you're dealing with different individuals every day, all day. Yeah. But I love what I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's excellent.
It ain't really work.
That's excellent.
For sure.
So when we come back, we are actually going to talk about TikTok and how they're getting rid of TikTok, and the effects of TikTok, the effects of them getting rid of TikTok, and how it's going to affect a lot of people. And we're talking about Tiffany Haddish and her being sober how long?
6 months. And celibate.
And celibate.
That's a long time on both of them.
6 months and celibate. I mean celibate.
He can't say it right. It's hard to understand.
And we're gonna interview. We also gonna do the interview. We're gonna have the topic, our feature topic. So we're gonna come back in a second and see y'all. All right. So books. I read this week. I got done. I was like, this was a real easy read. The Richest Man in Babylon. Do you remember this book, E?
Yeah.
Okay. Who told us to read this book?
Todd at the gym.
Todd told us to read this book, and you said, I would get it. You didn't get it. But you said, I just read you said, I just read his when he gets done. So I was like, yo, I need something short to read that's going to make me some money. And then I started reading this. And like, I put it up on Instagram and Facebook. You see how many comments, how many people love this book. Maybe I read it at the wrong time. It's a good book as far as learning to teach you how to save, but it reminded me like the Four Agreements, like books like that, where it's kind of like it talk about a lot of parables and stuff that you should use to learn how to save your money and learn financial discipline and things like that. So it's a good book. It's just
small, so it's definitely an easy read.
It's an easy read, but then I kind of like when they start talking about slavery and stuff, I kind of got to oh God,
this again, right?
And we all know about Babylon. Babylon is kind of like it was the first civilization where they learned about currency and how to like hustle. Right. Babylon was a hustle. But when they talk about Babylon now, what they say about Babylon? Babylon is, Jamaicans talk about Babylon. They be like, Babylon is the place of deception and the place where they try to kill you. And they talk about it. Carbonation. Babylon is the real world where you don't want to be because it's a place where they try to manipulate you and try to turn you into like a robot. So right now, I finished that last week. A decent book. Right now, I'm reading for the club. We are reading New York Times bestseller "Rest in Resistance: A Manifesto" by Tricia Hersey, founder of the NAP Ministry. Eric, this book is funny. Like I meant to.
What is it about?
Okay, so it's talking about. I'm halfway through. Okay. So. Rest in Resistance is pretty much talking about how the grind and hustle, the hustle culture that we have right now in America is something that comes from slavery, and it talks about how like we need to rest and we need to resist having that mentality of the early bird gets the early bird gets the worm. That mentality of I don't sleep when I die. That's when I sleep. That mentality of like just working, hustling. You need to get rid of that because you need to rest because it takes care of your soul. It takes care of your body. Okay. You need to meditate because a lot of times and the author gives like examples of like when like her she was sick one time, and they told her to come. Well, could you just muster up some energy to come back to work and finish this work? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking about how in America we care more about
the bread,
about money than we do about our well-being. It's a
capitalist society,
and that word is used a lot. They talk about capitalism and how capitalism is like capitalism is a big part of destruction of humankind, and then It's kind of interesting. It's a New York Times bestseller. I never heard of it, and I never really. I did. You want to know the first time I heard the mentality of this book is from that cult.
Oh, Carbonation?
Carbonation, so it's a cult where I actually heard the mentality of this book and the things that they talk about in this book. But I'm not saying that she's a part of a cult, but I'm just saying that it's very interesting that I just read about this cult, just learned about this cult, and here comes the book with the cult.
It all coincides, huh?
It all coincides. But it's like I started reading it 2 days ago, and I'm already halfway through. So it's like really easy. Like everything is, I don't know, man. It's like one of the easiest books to read.
Can't be no easier than this one. Then
it's actually easier than that.
Really?
Because this
go like more in depth.
No. Because this is they try to speak like an old English type of reading.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like a thou art thy Bible type of reading. You know what I'm saying? And this is like a y'all need to just. You know what I'm saying? It's like
just break it down to the
break it down to the finals. Like you need to rest and not rest. You need to resist all this trying to make all this money and trying to help. Yeah, it's funny. I'm gonna tell you. When we get done with the book,
I want to make the money though.
Yeah, you know what, man? You want to know what, man? I know they're gonna be mad.
See, money made the world go round.
I know they're gonna be mad. It's just like the book I was talking about. The book that I was talking about, Secret Society. In that book, they talk about how she moved to Germany, or she moved to Russia, and she started studying communism. Black lady started studying communism, and then when she came back to America and saw that money, communism went out the window. It went out the door because that money was like, it was like
capitalist society, man.
Yeah,
it's about the bread.
So I know that a lot of times I told you, like a lot of the people they kind of like they believe kind of in like socialism, and they believe kind of in different. They believe in like not all of them, but they believe in like a system where it's kind of like a little bit communist. But I feel like their idea is not totally communism. It's just they just want the redistribution of wealth, where they want black people to have an equal playing field. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really just communist and like everybody get. It's just the distribution of wealth needs to be different. That's what they believe in. Because I told you when I went to that socialist meeting, and I'm in there with Balenciaga shoes on. I'm like,
all designer up and they're fresh.
I'm like, y'all ain't tell me what this was about.
Yeah, you said they're like covering up tags and everything.
But then I started looking around. I'm like, ain't nobody here gonna know what this is. No way.
Everybody, regular Joe.
I'm like, everybody here with Levi's on. You know what I'm saying? And then some of them too, like they are very successful. I'm pretty sure they're not successful in doing these meetings. I'm sure they're not doing them for free. Yeah. So it's kind of like just like you talk about the carbonation. They were still getting money from people.
Oh yeah.
They was getting a lot. Dude got $30,000. Dude got $300,000 because he was a part of a cult and like people was just giving him money. But he would take the people that would come to the cult. Right. He would take their money and be like, "This is the pool for everybody."
Oh, but he was like a preacher.
He
was taking students.
But unlike a preacher, he is in prison right now. He's doing life plus 10 because he was doing what he wasn't supposed to do.
He was doing too much.
He was. We can't say it on YouTube, but he was. Graping the girls. Yeah, graping the girls, and then he like, they like one of them was like, "Yo, this is what he
straight coat."
The crazy thing about it is, it's a new age cult. It's a black cult. Right. Crazy thing about it is, you want to know what they do? They videotape everything they do. So how you gonna expect not to go to prison? Yeah, true. They videotape everything they did. But he got addicted to the fame, man. He got addicted to Instagram. He got addicted to Facebook. He got addicted to he got addicted to all that, and then it's just
attention.
The attention, and then dude doing life plus 10.
Yeah. I never understood. Come back and still got to do 10.
I never understood that. Is that what it means? Like
hell yeah, that's what it means. I thought life is life. I mean, they could say 20 to life. Like they say 25 or 30 years is life. But if they say life, you ain't coming home.
But I know you ain't coming home. But plus 10, what the heck? What?
I just told you.
What
if you die and come back, you got 10 more.
Yeah, like so, like say you
so
die.
I really don't understand.
But anybody ever did that before,
man. What if you die?
Because they can. They do it because they can.
That's how you know this probably the Matrix, and then it's a different realm that's out there.
And you can die for like a minute, come back to life. You still gotta do that 10.
Right. Shit, I don't want to wake up then. I don't want to wake up then. If I gotta wake up, like damn. I still got 10
but you know what's crazy? That cult's still going, and they still on TV, and they still like trying to get them out. And one of them dudes from Cleveland, one of the head dudes in there, is from Cleveland, but they still trying to, and you could just tell they still trying to recruit. They still trying to recruit. So Eric, you know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody reading anything? Anybody want to talk about any books that they?
No, I'm cool.
Well, me personally, I'm a bum. I haven't been reading anything, but there is a book that I'm eyeing, like an attractive woman that I'm scared to talk to. So
is that what the book's called?
The name of the
book? No, that's how I feel about the book. I've been looking at it. I've been looking at like, man, I need to read this.
I hope it ain't that bling bling book.
No, hold on. I gotta look at my phone.
Did you hear what he said? It's like
attractive woman. I'm scared to talk to.
No, it's funny. Wow. This dude had a book last week. I thought he read the book. He came in with the book. The book's called Bling Bling. Say he found it. They was throwing the book in the garbage.
Yeah, man, I found it. It's knowledge. Knowledge. It was like the history of like hip hop jewelry, like
the history
evolution. Just like big chains, big earrings, pimp cups.
So that's interesting to you. Okay. Yeah, that's why he learned. I mean, shit.
Because to me, something like that, man.
Strokes of different folks, I guess.
To me, something like that, I'll just have to watch it on TV. But you want to know what? That new show, that show about racism, and the supernatural show about racism, them.
I ain't hear. What is on?
It's on Amazon Prime. Okay. So I work from home, so
right,
I'll be either
you got time,
right?
You got time.
Either look at the wall I watched the first season and I watched the second season. Man, that show is crazy as hell. Like it's just and then the way they it's in 1991 because the earlier one was like them before, the family before, and now there was like in the 60s. Now they in 1991, still dealing with racism.
That ain't one of that.
Because it's right during the Martin Luther King, right? Not Martin Luther King. It was during Martin Luther King, the first season.
Martin Luther King
and then now the 90s is Rodney King. Rodney King, and there's some crazy stuff going on that show, but it's a good show.
But this is the book I've been eyeing that I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
pulled
read
the
it.
shit up.
The book is called "In Sheep's Clothing: Understanding and Dealing with Manipulative People," and it's by George Simon Jr. So we know a lot of people out there that like to manipulate people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not like all them books I be reading like like I just be the psychology. That's another psychology.
Yeah.
You ain't got the book yet.
No, I told you, man. I'm like I've been eyeing it, man. I'm
just just order.
Hey, I keep looking at it,
but I don't want it.
Just order.
I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for the books. Book. Okay, so this is the best part of the show. We get to discuss
we get to know our guests.
We get to know our guests. Get to see the great things. So this guy is a phenomenal guy.
Yeah. That's
one
how
of
you feel?
Yeah, one of the best people. One of the best people in fitness in the city. Mm-hmm. You work at the best gym in the city.
Right.
They try to compare it to Lifetime, but Lifetime is a franchise, and Lifetime is like Rowley.
This black owned.
This black owned.
Yeah. That's the main thing. It's black owned.
Yeah. So this is kind of, and it's kind of like amazing when you go there because the spirit and the life in the gym, Extreme Compound is amazing. So when did you start taking fitness seriously?
I've been training for 10 years.
Okay.
But seriously, when I had an incident, people know if they've seen the podcast on Breakfast Club, but I was driving trucks and having chest issues and went to the doctor and they told me like, shit, you gonna have a stroke or a heart attack by like 35 or 30. So I said, ooh wee. So I had to get back in shape. I was 275.
Okay.
And shit, I had to take it serious from there. It wasn't nothing about personal training or getting other people together. It was getting myself together. So, shit, I had to get right, and because I didn't want to leave this earth that early.
35, that's
oh, no, that's a negative. So I had to get right, and I got into it because I always been a person that was athletic, training, boxing. Then I got away from it from when I was driving trucks. I had to get some bread, so I got away from all that and got fat and shit.
It's like dudes that drive trucks, it's the same complaint I hear.
Oh, yeah, because you in the truck by yourself.
Is that
all
what
day.
it is?
Oh, absolutely. And then you stopping at, corner stores, gas stations, Sheets, processed food.
Yeah.
So you got to get it on the go, drive, deliver, deliver the load. And shit.
And who thinking about...
Man, what? I ain't thinking about no home-cooked meal.
Or no meal prep.
I ain't packing nothing. I want some wings, some chips, some beef jerky, and just go and get down the road.
That's like the fifth time I heard of from somebody.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So, man, on the thought ops, man, we want to celebrate you, man. We want you to celebrate yourself or whatever. So tell us about your accolades. You just mentioned the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
so you on the
that was
Breakfast
powerful.
Club. You have a high-profile client that you
right,
train
yeah,
or whatever.
Turner, that's
so,
my
yeah,
people.
yeah. So tell us a little.
Family. That's
so
like,
tell us a
like
little.
my big sis.
Like. Man, I don't want to really say brag about, but tell.
ain't nothing to brag about.
Man, tell people about your many accolades, man.
I mean, ain't no many accolades,
Man, you doing a lot.
It's
man.
a blessing that I'm doing what I love. Everybody can't say that.
Right.
So, I've been training Nina 7-8 years.
Yeah, you doing a good job too.
Yes I have.
You doing good.
Nina Turner, she went from looking like a politician to looking like
she cold.
Yeah,
she do what she do. Yeah. So I can't really say it's nothing about accolades. It's just I love doing it and I love helping people. So my main thing is I love giving back. I love seeing people shine. You know what I mean, and just helping them out.
Yeah.
So with the training, it just fits because I'm personable. You know what I'm saying? I talk shit. I definitely talk that shit. Yeah. But I mean what I say, and I'm diligent about it. You know what I'm saying? I go forward. I make sure people cool. I check in on them. So it's just, Breakfast Club, that caught me off guard.
Yeah, because she brought you up there.
What?
Yeah. And I know you was in there like...
I'm like shaking like a crap can. I'm like,
Dude, I'd have been the same way.
I'm like, y'all lying?
Because I've read both of Charlamagne's books.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
I'm like, dang, I'd have been in there like crazy. But shout out to Nina Turner though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, because I knew about her before I even met her.
Yeah.
Because people was
she that thing.
Yeah, people was telling me
and
to
she for us.
Yeah, she's
that's
for
the main. She for us.
And people was telling me to follow her. Then I started following her. And I go to the gym. I'm like,
she down to earth. You wouldn't even know that was her.
Yeah, I didn't know it was her.
She ain't no boasting brag.
But then
she come in.
Eric, you know what? Eric the one that told me like that is Nina Turner. I'm like, no, it ain't. I'm like, no, that's a whole different person.
Yeah, that's my people.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, dude, I follow her. Like,
yeah.
But then I guess when you stop, because politicians, you stop following them for a while.
Okay.
Like, and then you start following, and then you meet them, and you're like, okay, I understand, because that was somebody's during the pandemic. That was somebody's philosophy that I used to listen to and used to watch a lot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like. Yeah, and then people that I knew that were into politics would be like, yeah, you need to listen to what Nina Turner got to say. You need to listen. And I'm like,
she powerful.
I'm like, this ain't her. And I'm like,
she powerful. She down to earth. That's what make her live. She's solid. You know what I'm saying? She for us. She about us. And she keep it all the way authentic. Whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? She gonna speak her opinion. She gonna speak her voice with it, and she cool. But she definitely for us, and she, like I said, she down to earth. She come in, she work out. She ain't one of the people, hey, I'm Nina Turner. She ain't nothing about that. Yeah. She come in and get that work. I talk to her crazy. Like
He's
crazy.
There's
no special privileges. There's no special privileges. Because at the end of the day, she family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't look at her like Nina Turner, that thing. That's like sis, so she get it like everybody else. actually, she might get even worse.
I've seen that because she's you can tell she's very introverted.
Oh, absolutely.
But when she starts talking about things that she like talking about,
hello somebody.
She get extroverted.
She's very introverted.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to formally meet her, but hey, Nina, hopefully I get the chance to meet you one day.
She did say she's like I'm probably gonna meet him one day because I told you start working out there.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about your career though? Your favorite? You named some of them, but
I get to do what I want to do.
Okay.
I get to do what I want to do, and I get to help people. You know, everybody don't like to do that. I like to actually help people and see what they getting from that. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
It's a client.
Oh yeah, cause see, 98% of my clients are women. Mm-hmm. So. Dealing with women is different than dealing with men. They're emotional.
It seems harder.
Oh, what? You don't know. He said, what? You don't know what they coming in with.
Dude, I used to go to a trainer. You probably know him, Jay Hollins. And this was the first time I ever went to a trainer.
Okay.
He used to work with Phil.
Okay.
And this is the first time I ever went to a trainer. So I was like, Jay, he one of my frat brothers. So I was like, okay, I'm about to go. And then, I never, paid attention to, him working with the women. So. Right. Man, they used to get so mad, be ready to fight. And I'm like, damn, but y'all paying this man.
But they go hard.
They go hard, yeah.
And I learned a lot about women that I didn't know when I came to training game. The thing about women, they go hard. You know what I mean? Especially if that's what they going after. They got goals. Mm-hmm. You can dog them.
And they
get what I'm saying? In a good way, not no disrespectful way.
They get emotionally involved.
Oh man, they all in. They 10 toes down. Yeah. So. But the emotional side, you got to be a therapist, a counselor. You got to be everything. But it's cool because I like dealing with people. Mm-hmm. Because like I said before on the Breakfast Club, I ask the individual, hey, how you doing? How your family doing? How to work? How was work today?
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? How everything going on your side? Mm-hmm. And then once people get comfortable with you and know you sincere.
Yep.
They open up like, shit, this shit crazy. My day was fucked up. Mm-hmm. Excuse my French, but it was messed up, and they just open up. Yeah. So I really like that. You know what I mean? And they genuine with it because I'm genuine with it. Yeah. And the person knows an authentic person. Yeah. I mean that's just what it is. Yeah. So. I just love giving back, and I love being interactive with people and talk shit.
If you ain't authentic, you like
man,
you like how your day doing? You be like, okay, go ahead. Do some jump jacks. I'm about to be over here with them.
It'll definitely show. Yeah. No question about it. It'll show. You know what I'm saying? Your true color, you can only be a representative for so long.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The true color's gonna come out eventually.
Put on the front for so long.
Yeah. Oh, ain't no doubt.
Yeah. So along with your physical training, I see you also do boxing training too. Yeah. So where did your passion for boxing come about?
Started at the Glenville Rec.
Okay.
When I was 13, 14. My mama ain't want me to do it, but so I used to sneak. Yeah. Hey, mama, but she ain't gonna watch it. She ain't gonna watch it. She was wondering how you get hands like that. Don't worry about it. I was watching them on the street. Yeah. So my grandmother was on 114th of St. Clair, so the Glenville Rec, damn near across the street. All I do walk across the street. Went in there and got whooped on a couple times, quite a few times. But I learned the skill and the technique of it, and I just fell in love with it. Yeah, fell in love with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope because if you haven't been to the extreme compound, they have full regulation, boxing ring.
Oh, ain't no question.
Yeah,
state it out, baby. State it out.
It's that thing. You go on his Instagram, you see videos, him putting in work and everything with his clients.
And it'd be like women in there boxing too.
Yeah, that's all my clients.
I know. I walked in there one day and one of the women told me, "Could you steady the bag for me?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Let me get out of here."
That's what I'm saying. When you train women, you see another side.
Talk about steady the bag. I'm like, how you know that? Let me get out of here.
Oh, they be serious. Once they tune in and get locked in with this shit, oh yeah, it get real. Cause most of my boxing clients, like I said, all my clients base period. I got like 5 dudes that I train. Okay. But most of the other 48 clients I got are females, so they lock in. They lock in. You know what I'm saying? They about that life. And that's what I love about it.
Watch out there, man.
Do you teach any classes? Because I know experience.
No, I don't teach the class. I just do the personal training. That's my thing, personal training.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
So, what's your favorite thing about the that gym? about? I know you said it's black owned.
Yeah.
What else do you like about working at that gym?
I mean, the people, the owner's solid, and everybody that works there. Yeah. You know, it's very welcoming. So you come in, it's like welcome home. It's clean.
Yeah.
State of the art.
They always know your name.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And it's just a spot to be, man. It's just a cool place to be. You don't feel no pressure, and you just go in there, do your thing. Yeah. And it's a beautiful spot. Straight like that.
Because I tell everybody to join.
Everybody join.
Everybody I told to join.
Yeah, it's cold.
Everybody
for sure.
join. So, I mean, tell the people, more about yourself. When you're not training or not in the gym, what kind of other things, what do you enjoy doing,
Family time. I do a lot of family time. Me and my daughter together a lot. We just cooling for real. Relax. Because I'm at work Monday through Saturday. Mm-hmm. I get off on Saturdays. I chill. I do the stock market. I'm into the stock market. So you got to get paper different ways. You know what I mean? So I'm into the stock market. I'm learning that pretty good. But family time. Okay. Chilling. My cousin, we do things like Cousin Fridays. We get together. Okay. And today was supposed to be Cousin Friday, but I'm here with y'all.
Hey, sorry, cousin.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Who your favorite rapper?
Oh, Pop.
Thank you.
Pop.
Thank you.
Pop, for sure.
Well, I never said Pac wasn't my favorite rapper.
I just said thank you.
Yeah, so you
Pop.
like...
Sure.
I think Tupac and Biggie my favorite rappers.
Pop.
I just think that
Pop.
Pac have more that I can listen to. And more that I could.
I mean, he started before him.
And I think that Pac
that's
is
all.
more,
Pop.
Yeah, he's an icon.
Because Pac is a poet.
Yeah, Pop.
Yeah, Biggie is a storyteller, and Pac was
both of them great.
Yeah.
But if you ask me mine, Pop, Brad. If y'all don't know who Brad is, Face. Mm-hmm. Then I go Biggie. Then I go Jay.
Okay.
In my top 5.
He don't like Jay.
That's
because it's weird that he don't like Jay because Jay is like just mad. Like Jay got so much music.
Yeah, he cold.
But I feel like there was these group of haters like back in the day when we was younger that they did not like Jay because Jay was coming out right after like Pac and right after Biggie, and it was like a group of them, most of them from Akron.
But see, this
because this conversation I've had since I've been in college.
I don't really get into it.
And I know the dudes like you, like they hated Biggie. I mean,
you can't
hated
Jay-Z.
Hated Jay-Z.
You can't, if you hate
until
Jay-Z,
this day,
you're a hater.
No, can I explain? Can I explain?
No, he don't hate Jay-Z, but he don't like him.
Growing up in Akron, like when the hip hop scene was coming, we had a lot of local rappers in Akron that did music on the West Coast.
Okay.
So we listened to a lot more West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast was my thing.
So we listened to if you talk to anybody from Akron, they'll tell you like E40.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of
your experiences do dictate.
I mess with the West Coast more than when I was young. I definitely messed with the West Coast more than it. You know what I'm saying? East Coast was Word Up Son and what up. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I like gangster shit.
Okay, so when I was in college, when I went to college, I kicked it with a lot of people from the East Coast, right? So that did have music. But then I kicked it with people like from St. Louis too, and they like listen to this Nelly. I'm like, man, I ain't listen to this. They like listen to this. And I'm not saying Nelly bad, but it wasn't I wasn't learning anything from Nelly or
down south and West Coast. When Jay, I can't say when Jay, because Nas came out, Biggie, Nas
too.
Nas, Mobb Deep, Biggie, but I was
Mobb Deep. They listened to it.
I was, Snoop, you know what I'm saying, Cube, NWA. I fuck with the West Coast, or down south, for sure.
Well, I mean, since we talking about music,
right?
And me and him, we were working on a movie. We were gonna be filming next month or whatever.
Yeah. What that's about?
It's called Resentment. It's just.
So what's your favorite type of movies?
Action and drama.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like documentaries for real, but action.
Okay.
Action. Action and
You
drama.
gotta film an action movie.
Yeah, I like the action.
It's kind of hard to film. Any action movie.
I like the action.
It's kinda
Action,
hard.
drama. I like drama. For
Yeah,
sure.
yes.
But action,
Yeah, this movie is pretty much drama. I mean, there's people from the gym that we chose to be in the movie.
You ain't talking to me about it. I would have been there.
I didn't. Well, we need you for extra. Yeah, we need you for extra.
I don't want to be an extra. I want to be one of the main joints.
Because Cece is in it. Cece's in it.
Okay.
Cam, I would say Cam is a part of the gym because Cam, Cam Woods.
Cam was Cam.
Well, Lola, Lola.
Oh, Lola. Okay, yeah, okay. I know it.
Yeah, Cam's in it.
Okay.
Who else from the gym? Well, he work out there. Vaughn work out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Deposit Made Fitness. You mean Vaughn with the locks?
No.
Oh, okay. So you should have him in there too.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's a lot of people from the gym that's asking like.
See,
I know.
I ain't know nothing about it.
I know whatchamacallit be asking every day. What's his name? Tory.
Okay.
Tory, because Tory Caribbean too. Like Wagwan bra, Wagwan brethren.
Tubi. Shout out to Tubi, man. Shout out to Tubi.
Shout out to Tubi because Tubi
they doing their thing.
They've been giving a lot of people opportunities.
It's up and coming Netflix. They about to take it. They about to take it.
As long as they don't start charging, we're good.
You want to know? What? I feel like they will start charging. But Tubi gonna be like Zeus. Zeus was like $5 a month. Tubi gonna be like $2 a month.
Man, they're gonna charge.
They definitely gonna charge because they're gonna be able to. Because people.
Everybody know about Tubi. Man.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah, they got some bootleggers, but I mean, that shit good though too.
That's what I love about it.
So what's next? What's next?
Expansion.
Expansion.
Just getting my name out there more. Getting on more podcasts, things like this. Yeah. Because I appreciate this. This is dope.
We appreciate
you. We appreciate you. Yeah. And then sometimes y'all ask me about the movie. Y'all ask. It's not that we just we not gonna ask people because sometimes you be a little intimidated to ask people.
That's all good. You shouldn't.
You're right though.
You shouldn't. If this what you doing and you want certain people on there, all they can say is no, or they can say is yes. You know what I'm saying? You won't never know. It's like him. He don't want to read the book.
Yeah.
Like a shy, you know what I'm saying? He's shy. He ain't shy. He don't want to read the book.
Think about it. When we first started the show, and I was like, dude, reading the books is a big part of what. I'm saying after a while, he was like, well, I'm about to start reading books too. Then that lasted a good 6 episodes. That's not lasted a good 6 episodes. We're on episode 50.
I'm going through
episode 50.
And then this one I knew wasn't gonna last. He going to the library. I'm like, man, real readers these days go to Amazon and actually buy the book. Go to the library just so you can just bring it right back.
Exactly. Read it. Man, it's due back next week.
Man, my funds ain't funny, right?
Man, books is the only thing that's cheap. Everything else it's the only thing.
It's more than them books.
Books is the only thing the only books that be expensive is when people do books their self-published books. Okay. And I be seeing people having books for $30. Anybody might pay $30 for your book. If you don't bring that book $10 so people can own it, but books are pretty cheap. They always on sale.
Right.
So you said just expansion, man.
Yeah, and then just trying to make people better as well as myself. Because if I'm not right, I can't make other people right. Yeah. So do more self-care.
Yeah.
Learn my craft even more. But I learned you have to learn from other people that's been in the game longer.
Yeah.
And get advice from other people. But keep growing. That's the thing. I'm 45. God willing, I'll be 46 next month. No, not next month. June.
Okay.
What's damn near May. So June I'll be 46. So just keep going.
Okay.
And get these stocks going even more.
Hey, man,
I'm not gonna continue doing this in my 60s.
Yeah, man, you gotta have a different source
of income. Absolutely. The first what is it? Diversify your pockets.
Diversify your pockets.
Absolutely.
We want to thank you, man. We going on to talk about TikTok, the next portion of the show. So thank you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all this for sure.
All right, so they're trying to ban TikTok. There's a lot of news about the banning of TikTok. Biden signs a bill that could ban TikTok after the 2024 election.
But why? Why would they want to?
Well, the thing is, they're trying to say that I'm not totally educated on the matter. I know like bits and pieces of it. And what I know about it is that they're trying to say that TikTok is like owned by is a Chinese company. And they're trying to say that it's a lot of ways that TikTok is trying to get into the infrastructure of America. And the reason why I didn't get too much into it because I feel like I'm not going to get like the real ideas or the real reason behind why they're trying to get rid of it. Because I feel like there's so much other stuff to worry about than to worry about some damn TikTok.
But they do that for to cover up other shit, have us distracted with that.
Yeah, distracted. And the
TikTok,
thing, and the thing about it too is America goes to other countries, right? Like Americans will go to other countries and be like, "Yo, I want you to, I want to do business with you. I want us to be in bed together. Yeah. But you got to stop doing this, and this. So it's kind of like a bully idea. And then a lot of people, a lot of people in America are very upset because a lot of people are making bread off TikTok. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That what's that chick? Why did I get married? Chick like.
Oh yeah.
Who did I marry?
Risa.
Like she was making. It's like she got.
The big girl.
Yeah. It's like she didn't know
who she married.
It's like she got. It's like she got hired and fired the same week.
Yeah. Because now the bread. Now
that they're getting rid of TikTok, it's kind of like a lot of people. But you know what? The thing about TikTok too, TikTok gave a lot of information that people wouldn't know. Okay. And outside of like just being on TikTok, it gave a lot of like stuff on like celebrities and things like that. And then TikTok gave a lot of incorrect information too. Yeah. Oh, good. It's just like but it's so like what's the word I'm looking for? It's such a it's new and it's like a wow factor behind it where you could get all this information when you look at it that some people just believe it. It's just like when YouTube first came out. Yeah. When you could YouTube anything, you'd be like, man, the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was like on the videos tough, and then sometimes people would like because there's certain degree of truth to certain things, people will add falseness to it.
That's just how the gang go with everything.
How y'all feel about TikTok, getting rid of TikTok?
Shit. You know what? They get rid of it, I guess. That ain't really my thing.
Okay, this is the one thing I would say about the whole thing too. I was trying to learn TikTok because we got the show, and I was trying to. The one thing I would say about TikTok is the algorithm on TikTok is real. Is real REAL compared to the algorithm on Instagram. I remember REAL. Yeah, real. So I think there's real algorithms on there because I remember like back in the day, my Instagram used to go nuts, like because I have like close to 60,000 followers. So like I would get the correct algorithm after they started selling like and try to make money off Instagram. They took away like a lot of the likes that I get, a lot of the a lot of the views that I get.
Oh, it get that deep.
The reason why I got that deep is because Facebook bought Instagram. Okay. So and then they try to say, well, if you're not that famous, why should you get those views, all this recognition, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And they choose people that get so they make it look like you like bought followers because you know what I'm saying because like you said, capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Capitalism and everything right now is about clicks and views. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? But what was you about to say?
Man, I don't understand why they trying to block it. I mean, I'm not. I have a TikTok, but I really don't understand TikTok. I'm an old man, so I'm trying to, I'm trying to understand.
My favorite rapper, Pop. Yeah. So I don't know nothing about TikTok, man.
Yeah, so trying to understand all these new whatever gadgets and whatever. I'm so old right now. It's just like I'm so used to using Instagram, but like you said, the algorithms is messed up on Instagram.
Terrible.
Yeah, Facebook is just like it's just I was telling you I was about to just get rid of my Facebook. I don't even know why I don't use it.
I think the only thing on my Instagram, actually, the algorithms be okay, is if I do a reel and I put a celebrity face on there.
Yeah.
And then it give me like real views.
Oh, okay.
But if I do a reel and it's just me on there, they're like, you don't know.
It's just like everything is just so technical.
It's so technical, and they're like, well, that's algorithms. That's how algorithms actually work. But when I was getting correct algorithms and I just have myself on there, I was getting mad views. You know what I'm saying? To where they feel like, well, if you get more views, we're gonna have to start paying you.
So it's a science with this shit.
Yeah.
You gotta study, man.
Yeah, they're like, so we're gonna have to start paying you. So we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and everything is about clicks and views now.
Absolutely.
And it's about,
absolutely.
and it's turned into a form of monetary gain, and they try to control that. You know?
And I think what they were saying that they because it's owned by a Chinese company, they worried about spying and all that stuff. But I mean, where do our phones come from?
Well, yeah,
And the droid.
That's
China make everything.
and then it's kind of like
That's why they got all the bread. They export and they don't import
and then
nothing.
why you want to get out of and don't do too much to where, because China is where we get most of our things. So why you want to be in bad? Yeah, why you want to be in bad blood with China?
All that shit political, man.
It's all political. And then after a while,
Like, we have other stuff in this country to worry about other than TikTok.
yeah.
That's why when y'all talking about, I'm like, shit. Y'all can move on to the next subject. That ain't my thing.
All right, we're about to move on to the next one. All right, Tiffany Haddish. Go ahead, Eric, because I know you want to talk about it.
We
He
talk
trying
about,
to get on, so you go ahead.
No, man, we like to talk about the good along with the bad. So we talked about Tiffany Haddish when she got her DUI or whatever. So,
We did?
Yeah, we talked about
Oh,
her.
yeah, okay.
So,
He said we did.
because you don't like her, bro. But,
No, I never said I don't like her.
Well,
I think she kind of.
But I seen the story. I just want to give her
Commit-
credit. Ever since she had that DUI, she has been sober for 6 months, and she has been celibate for 6 months. She said she's been celibate because she said alcohol and men go hand in hand. So she said she.
I thought alcohol was cigarettes.
that's what she said. So
Alcohol
she
and
said,
men go
yeah. So she said that she.
I thought it was alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah, so she said that she had to cut out alcohol. She had to cut out men too. So, but I mean, I just want to give her props, for identifying that she had an issue and getting the help that she needs, and doing whatever it takes to make her a better person.
The alcohol and men go together?
That's what she said. That's what she said with her. She said
So
alcohol.
celibate and no alcohol.
Well, I guess she felt like when she drinks, she turned to a
to a
alcoholic.
freak.
Yeah, so she like
super freak.
yeah. So and I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna say something genuine about the whole thing. I feel like if you want to get your mental health together and you want to get off
mental
alcohol,
health is real.
you want to get off alcohol and you want to get off whatever you want to get off because it's gonna put you in a better spiritual place. That's great for her. That she want to get to a better spiritual place, because sometimes the things that you do, it kind of creates like this gap within your heart and within your soul where you like, dang, there's something missing because all these things that I'm doing wrong. Because alcohol could just that's why they call that's why they call spirits.
Yeah, for sure. But people cover up they mental problems with drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it may be. Abusing other people because they dealing with things inside they can't address. So all that covers it up for a minute. But then shit is still there. So, you have to address that issue.
You're right. So even with her dealing with her addiction, the one thing about dealing with addiction is that you are always still there. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody that say, well, I'm about to move to California because I don't like it here anymore. Right. Well, guess what you bringing to California? You're bringing you with you.
And your actions.
So your actions and everything.
Sure.
So it's kind of like you have to deal with yourself when you, and it seemed like that's what she's ready to do.
Most of the time they're not moving to California, they're moving to Atlanta.
They moved to Atlanta.
Well,
they're not moving to Atlanta no more because
not Houston.
Atlanta is saturated. Like, dude, my cousin,
that's crazy.
My cousin and his wife moved to Atlanta. They gone. They like, man, I'm out of here because it's just too oversaturated.
I like Houston now. Houston cold.
I've never been to Atlanta.
I've never been to Atlanta. I've been to Houston. I've never been to Atlanta though.
I've been to Dallas.
So it's three of us.
Yeah, I've been to Dallas. I've never been to Houston.
Oh, you gotta check out the H-Town, boy. That's that thing.
And I was like back in college, so it was kind of like,
oh shit, you listen to
it's
everything.
a long time ago.
We the same age. So about 97, 98. Yeah, that shit didn't step it all the way.
And back then I was drunk as hell. I can't even really remember half them trips that I took. So I gotta like really, you gotta just really.
Yeah, but I just want to give her a shout out, for her actually, identifying the problem, doing the work, getting better. So, hopefully, she stays on that path or whatever to help her become a better person.
You gotta do what work for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
And please,
because we don't want to see you getting arrested again,
or getting a wreck and killing somebody,
getting DUI.
somebody.
That's the
worst.
Yes, that's the thing right
That's the
there.
worst.
Like, you don't want to get into no accidents. Okay, so this is the last part of the Thought Ops show.
This is our feature topic.
Feature topics. I don't remember the feature
The
topic.
feature topic is redemption from disappointing someone. And we can even take it as far as either redemption for yourself, like if you disappointed yourself or whatever. So has there ever been an instance or a time in your life where you found yourself having to redeem yourself in order to gain someone's trust back, or just like how we was just talking about Tiffany Haddish in the last segment,
right.
Making yourself a better person?
Well, December 31st, 2004 was the last time I got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I
You don't drink no more?
hell no, I had to redeem. I had to redeem myself. I'm like 20.
Tiffany Haddish.
I woke up in jail.
Damn.
I had me some Tiffany Haddish situations.
Right.
So and people know that I used to drink a lot. And then I woke up in jail and I'm just thinking about all the people that I disappointed, all the relationships, all the people that I had to apologize to because of stuff like my family, like almost killing myself. I been into a car accident the year before that. I was in a coma for 7 days. I had a 40% chance of living. I had 16 staples in the back of my head. I was in 9 car accidents drunk before.
Dang.
It took me took me 5.5 years to get a 4-year degree because I was drinking most of the time.
Eric Turner sound like
yeah. So it was a lot of disappointment that I was doing towards myself because I was drinking so much. Because it was like when I discovered alcohol, it was kind of like, how some people be like, the day I started drinking, one day I got drunk, I said I would never drink again. That day, the first day I got drunk, I was like, man, I want to do this for the rest of my life. but then it just turned into the wrong thing. It just turned to an addiction.
It controlled you.
It controlled me. So that was, I had to redeem myself.
Yeah. So how did you feel on that path to redemption?
Oh, I wanted to get drunk in the beginning, but then I had to realize that was.
I'm trying not to laugh.
That was the issue.
Hey, you was fighting that like, damn.
Yeah. In the beginning,
calling me.
Right. It was like he keep calling me. But then when I realized that it wasn't really the problem was myself. You know what I'm saying? It was something making me want to drink like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like turned myself into that person. It was kind of like, I don't know, but like it was. What was your question again?
I said.
He talked so much.
Yeah.
I
said, how did you feel on your path to redemption?
How did I feel? I just felt like.
And do you feel like you redeemed yourself?
I feel like redemption is an everyday thing.
Okay.
And I feel like redemption. I don't know if the word is redemption. You just got to continually do not do what's best for people, but you got to do what's. You got to continually do what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? To you,
yeah.
and sometimes to other people too. Because sometimes one of the things is that I learned that sometimes shame is a good motivation to do better. Because sometimes some people are like, I ain't ashamed of nothing. And they always doing the wrong thing. Yeah. Sometimes shame is a good motivation for you to do better by people. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's like you gotta understand empathy, right? Yeah. Have empathy for other people to understand that while I'm doing this, I'm not only hurting myself. I'm hurting everybody else too. So sometimes I have to teach myself that the shame that I have with doing that makes me better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead. What did
you want me to go? Or you want
I mean, we can go back to when I was driving trucks. I mean, there's a couple episodes that I done went through in life. Like most people, I ain't no different. But well, being 275, man, at 5'9", you got hips. You know what I'm saying? Man boobs. That's just, to me. You got to try to wear big clothes. You don't want to be around. I'm confident, but it's just certain. Man, I don't feel right. You know what I mean? So that was a slap in the face and a reality check when I had to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, I owed that to myself. You know what I mean? Because I ain't naturally no, chunky dude. You know what I mean? I was just outside doing too much, drinking, partying, just living a young life. And for one, I wasn't really raised like that to just be just everyday Joe, just hanging out doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was raised to, hey man, do this, go this way. You know what I'm saying? But I also know when I was going through that path and I found out my situation of being, obviously overweight and about to have a heart attack, shit like that. Progress don't move in a straight line. So you have to, navigate through it. You're going to have your ups and the downs. You're going to fall back sometime. But if you stay constant in what you believe in, shit going to be right. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. You just put one brick up at a time and eventually you done built the wall. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I had that was a reality check. To be checking out by 30, no, I wasn't. I said 35 because I'm 45. So 29, 30. You know what I mean? Because it took me about 3 years to get back right. You know what I'm saying? So that was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? People training me that I know I used to get it in with and they stayed fit, but it's just crazy. So it's a reality check. It's very humbling. And shit, it puts you back in the perspective where, hey, you got to get right. Self-preservation. That's the first law of nature. You know what I'm saying? You got to look out for yourself. If you're going to look out for yourself, you can't take care of other people. And my main thing, what I do, I love helping people. Whether it be my wife, my child, my family members, or whoever it may be. I live by that. So,
And that's what I was going to ask you, too. When you were on your road to redemption of, getting your health back in order, getting your life back in order, do you think that what drove you into being a trainer, into, helping other people?
You know what? I don't know what drove me. That's how I know it's my calling. Because I can't really say this drove me into it. All I can say, God. You know what I'm saying? All praises due to Allah. Because I didn't know I was going to go back to truck driving. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to get right because I didn't want to die. I didn't want to have no heart attack. I didn't want to have no stroke and be paralyzed on one side. So once I got into it and started hooping again and boxing again, then it just came one step to another.
A lot of it stemmed.
Yeah, people started talking, hey man, you want to come to the gym and do this? And then I met this person, met that person, and one thing led to the other. So it wasn't me like, I want to be a trainer. No, that was just my calling. You know what I'm saying?
With me, my redemption is, I remember when I was 18 years old, and I will always remember this, is because I done something that disappointed my mother so bad. And I was out running the streets, 18 years old, doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing.
It took her 18 years to realize that you
was And I'm out running the streets, and I met an older woman. And
turned you out. Turned him out.
An older woman, my mom kept warning me.
Did your mom go to school with her?
No. She kept warning me about this, and it was a situation where I had just graduated from high school, and I thought I got this chick pregnant. And it was just like one of the worst feelings in the world because me and this girl didn't have the best relationship. It was like toxic. It was a toxic relationship off top. I just graduated high school, and I remember when she gave me the news, like, she might be pregnant. We had a big falling out and everything. And it was just, like, to the point where I went a whole week. I could not eat. I could not sleep.
Oh, damn.
And, mothers.
Stress.
Yeah, and, mothers recognize.
Tell your mother knew.
And my mom was like, what's wrong with you? She's like,
that girl pregnant, ain't she?
And I told her, and the look on my mother's face when I told her that I might have this girl pregnant, man, it was just like, to this day, it still hurt me, man, because she was like, what did I tell you?
Yeah, I told you so.
And she,
That's
and like, and for her,
a black mother. What did I tell you?
And for her, and just, I mean, I've done stuff and messed up in my life, but just to hear my mom say she was disappointed in me.
That's a bad feeling.
And
you were 17, right?
I was 18. I had just turned 18. I had just graduated. It was a year I just graduated high school. I just turned 18, and just to hear your mother just to say like she's disappointed in you, man, that's just like, oh man.
How did you come back from that?
So Luckily, she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, our relationship was toxic, and that was a learning experience. Ever I got my life together, started doing what I was supposed to.
Start strapping up.
Yeah, start strapping up.
Ain't
safe sex out there.
All right.
Like even if I was with a female, she like, oh, you ain't got to use that. It would just turn me off. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like scared straight, but my mom saw that I was doing better. I was doing the correct things, getting my life in order, and I felt like I kind of redeemed myself because it's like it was a bump in the road. It was a learning lesson, and I learned from my lesson. But then it got to the point where my mom as I got older, it's just like she's like, so when I'm gonna get a grandkid, and it's just like, man, I'm scared. You know,
and that's crazy that you talk about mothers. Because I was talking about the drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember, I don't even like talking about, I think I told you about that, but I don't even like talking about that. The end of my drinking, and I have never done this in my life, and I never done it after that. Like, I cussed my mother out one night I was drunk.
Oh, yeah. That means stop drinking.
And the crazy thing about it is, I don't know that I didn't remember cussing her out.
Can't remember. That's alcohol.
Yeah, I didn't remember cussing her out. And then my cousin said, you cussed her out. You cussed your mother out. And then when I asked my mother, she said I didn't cuss her out. Because the mother still called me. Me and mother, she's like, no, you didn't. After I stopped drinking, she said, no, you didn't. You didn't cuss me out. Because she wanted to be like, I done knocked your head off. But she said I didn't cuss her out because, she saw that I was trying to get better.
Right,
so she
right.
I'm not going to, because I would have felt like crap. But my cousin you did. Yeah. Because my cousin was there. But But sometimes you disappoint your parents. Sometimes you disappoint your parents.
I did that a lot of times. But I'm saying as far as myself, oh yeah, I done put my parents through some.
Yeah. We all have.
Crazy. But as far as getting myself together and rectifying and getting everything right, redemption. It's a good feeling too.
Yeah, and I'm learning life is all about lessons and messing up.
Hell yeah.
And I mean,
it's about the comeback.
Yeah, and it's like just correcting yourself. Yeah. Learning from your experiences, correcting yourself, not continuously doing the same thing over and over. So I feel like what you said, you redeeming yourself every day, and just making up for those mistakes.
Because what is that when you do the same thing, make the same mistake over and over again? That's called insanity. You don't want to be crazy. So
it's a lot of them out here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
a lot of them.
They don't think they crazy.
Yeah, most of them celebrities, but
his favorite celebrities.
No, they crazy, and then they steering the regular people into being even crazier. But so we want to thank you, man, for coming on.
Any shout outs or any shout outs, lasting words of advice? Yeah. Any upcoming things you doing?
I ain't got nothing, too big going. Just constantly grinding. I appreciate y'all for bringing me on here. Shout out to all my clients, because without them, I wouldn't be who I am. Right, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Gym Extreme Compound. Shout out to all my family members, you know what I mean? Yeah. Shit. Yeah. That's it. And shout out to life, because I'm here and doing what I love to do.
Yeah, speaking of the Extreme, they having a 1 year
anniversary.
You doing anything for that? You gonna be taking?
I ain't no stepper.
Is it July 29th?
June 29th. I ain't no stepper, but I'm
gonna be there, right?
Oh, ain't no question. Yeah, ain't no doubt. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support. I'm gonna look at them from stepping from the side leg. I don't do all that, but I'm gonna be in the building, for sure. So just shout out to everybody doing their thing. Stay dangerous, stay on the grind, and just know life comes as it comes, and it never moves in a straight line. So just stay consistent with yourself, love life, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Right, straight like that.
Shout out to Extreme Compound. Shout out to share, like, and subscribe. So go to YouTube and subscribe. Once you see this video is uploaded, subscribe, share, like, and subscribe.
Subscribe. One more time. Subscribe. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Thank you.